What's up, everyone? We are live. We are talking about some sex demons.
Hello.
Brought to you by Charlie. You might be wondering who this fine gentleman to my right, your left is.
It's not a sex demon.
Not a sex demon.
Not unless you want him to be.
That is producer Ben. Look, you got a hi, Ben.
Hello.
Yes. I have to look. I'm gonna look at this screen a little bit more because it feels very tiny up there.
It is tiny.
I hope everyone can hear us okay. We got one microphone.
I don't know if they can
Look,
hear
you got
us
a
okay.
two high bends. You got a what's up.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up? What's up? Man.
I hope everyone who doesn't know who Ben is. He's fabulous and roasts you guys. Yeah.
That's true.
Um,
Because we need it.
Not everyone who is on here is a patron, Logan.
That's true.
That's why Ben's too good, so we gotta hide him in the
Well,
Patreon.
we get the samplers out now and again, and
Yeah.
to hear my sweet voice.
It's your sultry tones.
Yeah,
I was angrier than I wanted it to be.
that's all good, dude.
So I hope everyone's having a pleasant Tuesday. Hope everyone had a chance to listen to the episode.
Hope everyone's ready for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
See, I never think about holidays.
If you're from here, I think you mostly are, but
You're new to Patreon. I wonder. Okay, so actually, I've had a theory. Do you start at the beginning? Like, we started technically Patreon in May of 2021. Do you go all the way back there, or are you just like picking and choosing? Just out of curiosity. But sorry, you were talking about Thanksgiving.
no.
You were talking about Thanksgiving.
I just said everyone's gearing up for it.
All right. What is everyone's favorite Thanksgiving side?
Mine's probably stuffing. Stuffy from inside the turkey.
You gotta pull it out.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
go deep.
You're not supposed to eat that stuffing. I eat that
You're
stuffing.
not supposed to eat it,
Why? Who says you're not supposed to eat it?
It might have germs or something. I don't know. I heard it's less safe.
but it's cooked. Like if
Yeah.
that has germs, the turkey has germs.
Correct. I don't know. There's a thing about it. I don't know.
My
eat it.
Stouffer's stuffing inside my tofurkey has no germs. I'm a person who likes to start at the beginning. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe you would start at the beginning. Deviled eggs. I'll be honest. I don't have deviled eggs at Thanksgiving.
I hate deviled eggs. I like the mayonnaise.
I'm not a fan of
I
it
could
either.
smash some deviled eggs.
What's Hello Dolly?
I don't either. I don't know.
She says, "Have you ever had Hello Dolly?"
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never had that.
I don't know. Maybe it must not be an Ohio thing.
Right.
Here we stuff our turkeys with stuffing.
What about
And then-
sweet potatoes? You guys like
Oh,
sweet potatoes?
I hate sweet
Really?
potatoes.
I think they're
Oh.
okay.
Oh, I love sweet
No.
potatoes.
I think
Not
they're
at all.
kind of mid.
It's a dessert.
No. Oh, Hello Dolly is.
I don't know.
I've never had.
We have
that.
pumpkin pie around here.
I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie.
I don't like pumpkin.
I
in
could
general.
I could smash some
but
pumpkin pie.
here's the thing about pumpkin pie: the greatest pumpkin pie you've ever had,
Ooh.
and the worst pumpkin pie you've ever had. There's a very thin margin. It's
Yeah, it's normally the crust, not the filling.
It's
in my
not,
opinion.
it's not good.
No, I like. I've only had a couple I really did not like. So coconut chocolate pecans.
Oh, I love pecan.
Etc. What's the
Sweet,
etc.?
sweet potatoes need to die. I feel that. All right, so we always have tangents, but I feel like before we get to the tangents, we gotta at least pretend to talk about this episode
Okay. All right. All right.
in a very delicate fashion.
So the episode topic is the Incubus / Succubus, and they are sex demons. If you've not heard of them before, they sleep into your room while you're sleeping, and they take your energy through sex. They also are temptresses and tempters. They're blamed for bad things that happen. They're also mostly, I'd say, evil. What they do to people is not good.
How'd you come up with this topic?
It was actually recommended by a friend of mine.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
So your friend's trying to get us canceled.
Well, yeah.
Appreciate you. We try to take attack. It's like 9/11, right? It's like there's certain things that you can talk about. You just have to be aware of how you're talking about it.
When I thought of the episode initially, I was like, oh, this will be fun. I was wrong. It was not fun. It was dark.
Did you listen to it entirely, Ben?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
You guys have a podcast?
I'll pick your brain about something at the end.
Yep.
So I would say, because we did a trigger warning, there's only been a couple episodes. I think Okiyahara might have had one.
Yeah, I did.
And then I think maybe one other. But I would say that the trigger warnings were certainly reserved for the encounter stories. The historical ones were a joke. I almost, I will say in the last, like I don't really mess with the edits. Like when Charlie sends them my way, I'll listen to them, and I normally go walking around looking for not deer, and I'll listen to it, and then it's just kind of like I'll put it out there. I was so close to adding the Law and Order, the dung dung, during that, just because it was already so ridiculous.
I like the music I added to it. Also,
I don't blame you for skipping. For anyone who skipped through them. I definitely do not blame you.
you know what? That's totally fine. And that's why we put the triggers, just in case, that kind of thing.
Are the clips from those?
There's one clip from it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So I know this was something that we mentioned today. I'll be honest, I haven't really had a chance to look at Instagram, but like between the umbrella of what a demon is and then the Incubus and the Succubus, like, do you think is it its own thing, or is it just a type of demon that we're putting in the box of a Succubus and an Incubus?
What do you mean? Do you think it's its own thing?
like, do you think it's like?
Do you think it's a certain type of demon?
Yeah.
Or not even. Like, people are calling it a demon. Like,
Or do you think it's like?
it's like
Well, I think it could be a certain class of demon. Not that every demon can be a succubi or an incubi, but every succubi or incubi is a demon.
I guess what I'm asking is, like, are we the ones, like, we're the ones classifying. We're putting our perspective on this, where, you know, it's like we look at there's a worker ant and then there's a queen bee, right? Like, we're the ones that classify that, and in that case it's true. So I'm saying in this case it could be true, but, you know, do you think there's a chance this isn't even a demon, or are these just very, very sexual demons that we just happen to give their own name when really they're just demons that happen? This is the way that they prefer doing things. I think it could just be a demon, not necessarily that incubi and succubi exist. I think it's own thing.
Here's the thing about demons. It being its own demon. I think it's its own kind of, maybe its own thing even, because I feel like the end goal for all demons is to get out of hell and to be on Earth and be possessing someone. So that's what I feel like the end goal for demons is. And considering the idea and what an incubus and succubus are, is that they're not necessarily trying to achieve that goal. So maybe they're not even a demon. Now maybe they're more like jinn. There's something in between, something that really don't understand. Some kind of elemental.
I think people get demons and tricksters mixed up a lot. I don't know enough about tricksters.
I don't either, for sure.
Somebody commented on Podbean and they were surprised we didn't mention the entity. Did you see that?
I have no idea what that is.
Did you see that comment?
I just did recently.
Okay, it was today.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, it's like there's only so much of a deep dive we can do on stuff when you're pushing out new stuff every week. What's another type of trickster?
Loki is the only trickster I can think of.
What was the one that we were talking about where it we were talking about it with Yaz. She was mentioning it.
A trickster?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she mentioned a trickster because remember she was like talking about American literature and I said that's what sounds like what Pask mentioned from Chile.
Oh, you're right. I don't remember what it was though. We did an interview with Yaz. It's got to come out for Patreon.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I just had a.
You said tricksters are typically ghosts, aren't they?
I don't know.
I didn't think so.
I thought they were their own thing.
Charlie, you look so tall.
That's not true.
You do look taller.
I'm slouching right now.
I know. It's just you have a very erect chair.
Yes.
I'm on a little stool.
No. So let's talk. So I want to talk about the encounters really quick. They were hard to do. It was late when we did them.
Yeah.
I was stuttering through them. I edited those so much. There was a lot of editing in this episode.
Yeah, we recorded this.
It was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I could see why though. I mean, that's a pretty hard. That's a pretty tough thing to go through.
I don't know why I picked this one for my birthday.
You will have one. There'll be another episode for your birthday, right?
No, not before my birthday.
Isn't your birthday next Tuesday?
My birthday's next Sunday.
I thought it was the 27th. Oh, that's 5 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you picked, man.
It is what I picked.
Happy birthday, bro. So this says, think of every demon story or encounter you've heard of. Only about maybe 20% are demon. Tricksters can be spirits, but they're mostly their own thing. Demons really don't interact with humans. See, I and don't take this the wrong way, you're speaking with such conviction, which I can never do. Like,
Yeah.
you're saying things as if they're facts, and maybe they are, and, well, to you and in the real world, that's just, like, you're speaking with such conviction. I can't
I just
I
don't
can't
know
do that.
things.
Like, I don't know enough.
I don't know anything about. I've never heard really much about tricksters except for Loki. That's the trickster god.
I remember the one Past mentioned. It was like this guy that tries to seduce women with their farts. Now that I think about it, most demons either try to trick you to stay or demand you to leave.
Mm.
Ben, you're a religious person. What do you think about this with demons?
Yeah.
I think they're demons. I think they're their own class of demons. The
Incubus,
angels have their own classes, so
That's true.
it'd stand to reason that demons could have them too.
I want to do an episode on Nephilim.
That would be a very good episode. I would enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, to be 100% honest with you, I really my first, I don't want to say it, not encounter. The first time I ever heard of a succubi was from South Park.
Oh, yeah,
They did.
that was
that
in the quiz.
Was that
Yeah.
the chef episode?
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, it was a really long time ago. And I'm like, and I never understood. I'm like, oh, and then at the time, Incubus was big, the band, and I was like, I was like, oh, and then I did a little bit of research, but at the time, the internet wasn't a big thing, so
Yeah.
but I remember going through some of my classes, and I know there are classes of angels.
Yeah.
So, and I know there was a book I was going to write. There are different classes of demons, so I could see it being a certain class of demons.
An episode I've had like in the chamber forever is talking about like the kings of hell.
Oh, you said you were too afraid.
I'm very scared to do it.
The what?
Kings of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've seen Hereditary, Payman is a king of hell, and I have legitimate fear about starting research and something starting to happen. I know that's kind of crazy.
Wait, something sort of happened to you?
Yeah, I'm scared. Like I'll start doing this research and then like I'll see shadow figures.
Dude,
and shit.
I talked about it. Like, I imagine, and this was a long time ago now, but when I was doing the Women in Black,
Yes, I remember
and
this.
where my desk was at in my window, I just remember getting, and it's not inherently, I don't think it's that terrifying. I mean, it is, but it's not.
No, that's a scary concept.
It is, but I just remember my computer's here and my window's over there, like where Charlie is, and I just remember researching, getting super creeped out, and just looking, and like I live in a suburb, so it's a sidewalk and a street, and I just imagine looking down and there's just this woman in the road staring at me through the window, and it's just like that type of thing. Like, the more you research this stuff,
Yeah.
and it starts getting in your head.
Well, it's kind of like when you stare into the abyss, it stares back at you.
Yeah.
Or it notices you. Like, we've had that conversation.
There was actually a moment, and I don't know if it was a sound effect. It was around the time that there was laughter in this episode, the
Oh, yeah, I know
Incubi and
exactly
Succubi
what you're
episode. But there was, and I was walking last night, and it was like 11 or whatever, and there was a noise, and I don't know if it was in the episode or if it wasn't, but it like made me feel like somebody was behind me, and if you were watching it, it was probably very comical. So it's just this dude in like this puffy coat, and I did like a like I legitimately thought somebody was behind me, and I was gonna hit 15 second back. Well, it's 30 on Google Drive. I was gonna hit the 30-second back and listen to it, but I didn't want to know whether or not it was in the episode or not, so I
Okay.
just kept
So what
walking.
was it?
It was like a noise, but I had my AirPods in, but it felt like something was behind me.
Oh, that's creepy.
And there's been times where like it's earlier in the day, someone's jogging, someone's walking their dog, and I have my AirPods in, so I'm oblivious, and I'll be like, oh, someone's behind me. But it's just this feeling, and I swear there was a sound where it made it feel like there's somebody. I just like whipped, and I knew in that moment, like, you probably look ridiculous. But that happened to me last night, listening to this episode.
Yeah. I mean, there are a couple noises that I could see that happening with in this episode, especially the last, because there were several laughs.
Let's see. Demons are not to be fucked with. Too many people realize they're talking to demons or just spirits. Take it too far or too lightly. Pagan, so this stuff is researched a lot. See, that's the thing. Like, we research the episodes, but you like deep dive. So
Yeah.
when and you're not, you're saying, okay, you said I'm not trying to dismiss anyone else's beliefs. No. I'm just saying, and this isn't me calling you out. I'm just saying, in most aspects of life, I can't talk with an absolute conviction, and that's just, I live in a gray area. And that's both a good thing and a flaw, I think, for myself. But it always just strikes me when someone is so confident about something.
I mostly agree with you. There's like one thing I can confidently say is that aliens are real. That's what I say confidently.
Have you seen aliens?
No. No.
Have you been abducted?
He just feels it
No.
right here.
I know it in my heart, man.
Oh, that's
All right,
cool.
Ben. So this is something I want to ask you because this was my way. I always try and bring the topic home if possible, and I always throw an analogy out there because I like the great Colin Coward, and I always like sports reference. What did you think about my Deshaun Watson take?
That's pretty apt.
It sucks,
Yeah.
and we're dealing with this in real time, and not that we're the victims, but as a Cleveland sports fan, the Cleveland Football Browns, it is such. And I know you like them, but you don't like.
Yeah, no.
You watch them when they're
they're
on.
cool.
But it is such a weird. They're not cool.
They're not cool.
No.
It's such a weird place to be in, where you want to support the team, you want to be excited that they have a good player. But how did you feel about that comment?
About what you said?
Yeah.
I feel the same way. It's a hard thing to, like, growing up a Browns fan and loving the Browns, and then bringing that mess into the team. Well, talent-wise, like, oh, it's great, but at the same time, it's not great.
Like, as a human being, it's
yeah.
terrible. But as a sports fan, this is the best quarterback we've had since I've started watching the Browns. And it's just like, but you can't even, you it's not like you can't celebrate because you're afraid of getting canceled. You can't celebrate it because you just feel gross about it.
No, it's a very tough thing because it's like, want the Browns to do well, but really wish we could either done it with Baker or with a more upstanding
Baker
quarterback.
looked terrible Sunday. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, no, he's looked bad all year.
I watch too many channels where people taunt or joke about shit that they can
Isn't that Zach
see.
Baggins?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
He's a
gonna.
big taunt.
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
I watch it.
You know what Ghost
I
Adventures?
watch it.
I never got into it. I
It's
watch
are the-
Paranormal Caught on Camera. My daughter
Ben,
likes that.
there are things in this world that we will never understand.
Understand.
We want answers. Yeah. Do you guys think Zach Baggins attempts or taunts?
Have you seen Demon House?
Yeah.
Do you know he has to wear glasses forever now?
Yeah.
What?
He has to wear glasses now forever because of this house he was at.
Who?
Zach Baggins.
Okay.
Where he was, taunting.
So why does he have to wear glasses?
Because he developed some kind of, like, disease in his eyes where they're, like, permanently kind of crossed.
Really?
Yeah. So he started.
Don't worry, he's still handsome.
Wow.
I can't. That's actually. I'm really bummed that we were in Vegas and we didn't go to his haunted museum.
Yeah.
It was like 17 minutes from our hotel.
Although, okay, a question, seriously, about taunting. I'm not being disrespectful to anybody. The dude from... it was BuzzFeed Unsolved. They branched off their own thing now.
Yeah.
Sean, I think his name is.
That sounds right.
I think. He always taunts. He's not scared of ghosts at all. He has no fear. He doesn't believe at all. Has anything ever happened to him? And if not, is because he doesn't believe?
Or it's because ghosts aren't real.
I don't know. The anger and just uncaredness of which he just lashed out as he
Sean?
goes. Yeah. It's
What does
baffling. Like he'll do those, I don't know. Like he says out to them, he talks out to them, and he
Maybe he's just not sensitive. Like, even if a ghost wanted to, maybe there's a certain level of sensitivity that a person has to be before they can experience something paranormal, even if you're basically egging it on.
Well, I told you about when I had that ghost follow me, right?
In college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't meaning to taunt.
Well, I would say you're semi-sensitive at least.
But yeah, I mean, when I peed on that haunted lot, which was
Yeah.
like, we just called it the haunted lot. There was no, like, oh, there's someone that died there. It was just called the haunted lot because it was just house, forest, house. And we went there and saw the things we saw. And then I peed there because I had to go and I wasn't going to pee in my pants. And then had the ghost follow me home. But, like, that thankfully went away.
Now this,
Or maybe it's the one in my house. I don't know.
dude, your house stories always freak me out. Here we go. All it took was me going randonauting to get a spirit attached to me, and I was definitely not taunting anything. I remember when randonauting came out, which we did an episode on it. We did an
Yeah,
episode.
that was a while ago.
We did. It was an
That was
episode
like episode 6.
9.
Yeah.
It was episode 9.
9?
Nope, just
No,
9.
It was 9.
It was episode 9. I remember vividly, and I remember we were still doing our other podcast at the time, and we went to get burgers, and you got a peanut butter burger.
I didn't like it.
And then we were gonna go randonauting, but it took us to somewhere in the middle of like a highway.
Yeah.
But I wish that was something that's something to try. Do people still randonaut?
Yeah, I think so.
I would love to hear your randonauting story because it fascinates me. Every time I start doing it, I'm like, this is bullshit. But every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, what if?
I still think the intention is what it is.
That's probably what I failed at. I think I failed the intention part. I think I was too...
I don't remember... Like, so what is it?
So the app opens up, and you're supposed to think about something. Like an intention, like something you want to learn or something you want to find or just a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives you a coordinate, and then you just go to it, and then it pretty much, they're like, make something of this.
Oh, okay.
It got big because one person went randonauting and
In
it
Seattle.
went to a beach in Seattle, and they found a body in a bag.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It was a suitcase.
It was a suitcase.
There's actually a lot of really creepy random
bag,
videos.
suitcase, sandwich, burger.
It's
So
There were a lot of
the details, Tyler.
scary videos on YouTube
Really?
about random. Yeah.
Like,
And TikTok. Oh my god, TikTok.
well, TikTok.
everyone send us your randonauting stories on Instagram DM, and maybe we'll have a follow-up randonaut episode.
yeah.
Actually,
Random
randonaut
collection.
stories would be a really good episode.
Yeah.
It would be.
Listen, I'm not above doing it this week. Send them quickly, and maybe we'll get that episode out next.
Thanksgiving week.
Download Randonaut. It's just gonna take you out to the goats, and then you're gonna be playing
I love
Randonauting with
goats.
goats.
Logan, did you get to watch the movie? There was a great part with the goat.
What movie?
All right, you got
Wendell and Wild.
2 days to send me the Randonaut story if you want
Wendell
me to do it
and Wild.
by Friday.
Wendell and Wild.
Yeah, it's new on Netflix. Your kids will like it, probably.
I don't know if this is a good place to say this, but the Go Man episode, that Reddit story you got, I know the group the guy was talking about in the story, and for some reason the guy on Reddit didn't tell the whole story.
What?
I'd have to go back and listen, just to be honest. I don't like leaving the house. I don't blame you. Unless I'm going to a haunted castle or some shit. Those are like standards right there.
Yeah.
Someone's like, you want to go to Walmart? Like, nah, I want to go to the Franklin Castle. I want to go
I want to
somewhere.
know the Franklin Castle.
Walmart's too haunted.
Haunted
Haunted
by
with the
much,
ghosts
yeah.
of...
human.
People of Walmart.
Yeah.
Does it have to be Insta? I don't have one. No, send us an email, believingthebizarre@gmail.com.
That's our email.
Yeah, we have a website. We really should just get our own domain email, but we don't.
That's okay.
Or one of the Axe murder houses, yeah.
Well, there was the Vasilla. Was he bored? And what's the other one? Wasn't there
I don't
one
know. Oh, no, I don't know.
I keep tripping because the cameras, this microphone is blocking my view, so I assume it's blocking my face. But our
Wow,
camera is
it's
actually
not.
above, so it's not catching it.
Unfortunately,
Sure,
everyone
Taz
gets to
gets
see
that.
you.
I know, I just stand like this.
Near the face of the
I'll just
podcast.
whisper into the microphone.
I do. Oh, did I ever tell the story on the podcast about my the house behind my house?
You told me about it before.
Yeah, I've told you before.
Because it was about your dad. And it makes me think of
Yeah.
your Wolfman story. Even though
Coyote Man.
Coyote Man.
Coyote Man.
I can't wait to make up some shit with that with Joey. You can't eat the last bag of potato chips because the potato chip man. I mean, everything I don't want him to do is going to be based around an urban
I
legend.
grew up around woods, and my mom made up some bullshit about a man in the woods that dressed in coyote furs and an axe.
What?
Yeah. She said there was a man that lived in the woods, and he would walk around only deep enough in the woods where he'd have, like, coyote clothes on, like, skins and stuff, and he had an axe. So stay out of the woods.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
My dad told me about the mole man. So we used to go camping at this.
So he wouldn't dig in the dirt?
No, we
He
used
has
to go,
one mole.
Yeah. That's all. It was Fred Savage from Austin Powers. But we used to camp at this lake, and he's like, back in the 60s, they did radioactive testing here, and it leaked into the lake, and it affected a guy who was swimming. And there was a mole, and he turned into the mole man.
Oh,
And he
geez.
goes, and he's like, he's got big long claws, and he tunnels underground. And like, my dad told me the story, and it scared the living shit out of me. And like, at one point, we were like driving. My dad, being the comedian that he is, I was like, my dog was still at the camper. In the camper, and we were driving back from like my grandma's house. I'm like, Dad, could the mole man come through the floor and get Blondie? And he's like, oh yeah, super easy. They just crawl right up there. Like, we gotta get there now.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Listen. There was times where we talked about like ways that we could do live streams. Well, like before this here extended discussion exists, and Ouija board got brought up. But let me just tell y'all, I have no interest in doing a Ouija board.
Here's the thing.
Charlie has tried.
Here's the thing.
You tried?
To get me to do it.
Oh.
He did it for a girl. But
in third grade, it was out of school. It's fine.
Damn, dude.
Your
that's
school would
ballsy.
not be fine, dude. No, Charlie has tried to get me to do it. What is the benefit? What is the positive?
Here's the thing. If we do a live meetup ever, and like people come and bring Ouija boards,
No.
like I might do it.
I
with
might
you.
sign it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm
Don't
not
put
gonna.
your name on that.
That's a good point. See, this is why I need to talk things out. These are my guys. Like that's why I need to talk things out.
I would
You're right.
do it with people that listen. That's on wax. I'll put that on wax. I'll do it with people that listen.
No. Here's what I'll do. I'll bring the werewolf card game, and we'll play werewolf. I'm not one night. I'm not doing a Ouija. There's just no like I probably shouldn't. We shouldn't even be ghost hunting the way that we do ghost hunting. We are so amateur hour.
I would like to go ghost hunting.
You want to go ghost hunting, me
I
and
would
Charlie?
like to go ghost
Charlie, you
hunting.
down to go ghost hunting with? Dude, like, can't tell Ethan.
Why?
He'll be jelly.
Yeah.
Well, he can come.
No, it's too funny.
He's too funny.
He's too funny.
He is
yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, he's too funny. Okay, we'll take you
He
to.
can't turn it off.
We'll take you to the place that we go to in Fairlawn where I wrote a story about it, and the person's like, "Here lies a soccer mom." He thought it couldn't be haunted.
Yeah, you can come.
Yeah, you just got to drive to Akron.
Fairlawn.
Yeah, LeBron's house. Take a right. We'll be there.
Go see the Ghost of Championship past.
Yep. Fan meet at the Ghost. No, where do we say? Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania
Yeah,
somewhere.
Pennsylvania would probably be where we would do a fan meet.
Not in Pittsburgh, though.
No, I like the city though.
I do like the city, but I don't
I
wanna
like
go
the
there.
city. Maybe when we do, Charlie is dead set on doing a live Gettysburg episode.
I am.
So maybe we'll let y'all know when we go there, and if you so desire to be there on the
You
battlefield.
so desired to be there.
I've done a pendulum before.
I have a pendulum.
But what does that
It's
mean?
like is this?
I know
right?
what a pendulum is, but
It
I
says
don't...
yes or no.
Oh, okay.
It's like yup, nerp, yep, nerp.
I don't know. I don't know the differences either. That's a good point.
Yeah. So let's. Okay,
Wait,
let me ask you, and don't feel inclined to say one way or the other because we are in front of people. If we went ghost hunting, would you want it to be like let's say we were to make content out of it? Would you rather it be we do it and then we come back and we record something and we put it out there, or would you want there to be some sort of live quality to?
Both. Because you could do the live.
Well, yeah.
But then we could
Oh,
do hey, we found an EVP.
What I really
or
meant
whatever.
was, would you rather be live or would you rather recount the experience? I think the only issue with live is it might take us out because we'd be more focused on, are we putting on a good show and are we capturing it in the darkness versus like what are we actually
We
feeling?
would be focused on.
I don't
quality.
know. I don't know how like the ghost people. It's probably because it's all fake.
Why don't we do two and see which one we like better?
Okay,
Ew.
I would say the first time we should go not live and just
do-
and just do an episode. We could. That's the beauty, dude. We could literally take the Roadcaster in the car,
Yeah.
and as soon as we get done, we can hook it up in a car. Like, yeah, you have a big car now. I was about to say your
I
key
can't
is
drive down to
soul.
Gettysburg though.
Why?
No, not
It's a
Gettysburg.
lease.
So?
Aren't you? Are you gonna buy it afterwards?
I am.
Miles don't matter. No. I'm talking about Akron.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What's a witch's diviner?
It's the pendulum.
Yes. All right. Deal. We're all staying at Brittany's house. Thank you,
Yeah.
Brittany. I don't think she's in
She's
the
not
chat.
in here.
Thank you, Brittany. Let's just everyone thank Brittany on Discord for being so hospitable.
What's shoe fly pie?
I don't know. It's something Brittany was talking about once. I don't
Isn't
know.
that from like an old
Bruh, I don't know. It's some Pennsylvania thing.
shoe fly? Don't bother me.
That's a song.
Yeah, is that part of it?
Shoe fly. Don't bother me.
So, sex demons. We're hitting the half-hour mark of here
Yeah.
being live with y'all.
The Estes method is pretty crazy.
The what?
What is it?
It's the one where it's been a while since I've heard it. You have like there's a listener that has
Ooh, brown sugar
their
molasses.
headphones on,
Uh-huh.
and there's a recorder I think in a box, and I can't remember. That's all I really remember. This is supposed to be like the best for capturing like EVPs. And
I'd want to do
entities.
the box one that goes like.
I know it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about there.
The what?
The box that goes like.
Yeah, it makes like those noises, and you're supposed to hear EVPs come out
Because
of
it
it.
flicks the radio stations really quickly.
Oh yeah. The Spirit Box.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
go back. It was Dave Matthews. Which, by the way, great show. I know all y'all
Was that
care.
Did you see the one video of him dancing?
Yeah.
Dude, it was terrible.
He said it's a spirit box.
No, listen,
Charlie.
he's an idiot, but I love him so much.
Me or Dave?
Dave.
Oh, okay. It's a spirit box, Charlie. You stupid idiot.
You dumb fuck. But anyway, any final thoughts on the sex demons, the incubi, succubi?
They're
Are they
scary.
real? Are they demons? Are they a good band? Are they a bad band?
I really hate what they do to people. They're like, I know that's stupid to say out loud, but I hate what they do to people. They're like I said, when I picked the topic, I thought it'd be more lighthearted. I started doing more research into it and what they actually do. I was like, this sucks. This is not good.
Phasmophobia is a video game.
It is. I can't play that.
What is it Drive by Incubus, the popular song?
Sing it, man.
I don't.
No, I can't.
remember
I'd
that.
like to drive.
Animali is the one I remember.
I'll play it. You'll know it later.
I'd like to drive my car.
Yes. All right. Cool. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us and talking with us. Thank you, producer Ben. A couple times a month, we catch him for extra Patreon content, and with the new the Roadcaster, it went by pretty fast. So we asked him to stick around, and he did.
Yep, surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Now you've all seen my faces. My
my
faces.
faces.
Oh, absolutely.
My chins.
His smile, his smile face, his sad face, his
Yeah,
shocked
before
face.
we leave, Logan, happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Logan.
Birthday buddies.
Birthday. Is it today? When is it?
I don't know. It's very
He's
soon.
out of fucking.
I know it's very soon.
My Charlie's birthday was Sunday as well.
I wished her
Last
happy
Sunday?
birthday.
20th.
Oh, what? They're 7 days away. That's really
Well,
weird.
that's crazy.
Before you knew me.
I know.
That's actually really weird.
It's like it was meant to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody have a great week. Thanks for listening to the episode. Thanks for hanging out with us live.
Oh, it's
Hopefully
today.
you're able to get through the episode all right. And send me your Randonauts stories. I'm really serious. Like maybe that might be our next episode. You think
Logan's almost as old as me.
I think that's
You
true,
think
though.
I know what episode I'm doing?
I'm
I
ancient.
don't. We're doing it Friday though, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
Thursday-
Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
we're
we got
dedicated,
family
though.
and Stuff.
Well, first time chat as we're leaving.
Oh,
It's I know Terry. Terry came at the last second. Sex demons and butt plugs. All right, Terry. Everybody have a great evening, and we will talk soon.
Bye.